Okay, so I haven't really been covering a lot of Ranger Academy on the channel recently. I kind of brush over it when the solicitations come out, and that's mostly because there wasn't a lot to talk about before the comic was even out. And now we're 2 issues in, and I'm enjoying the series. I'm curious to see where it goes, but these recent preview pages for issue number 3 has raised a lot of eyebrows, got some cool attention, but not only that, there's been a lot of theories and speculations within the fandom and within my comment section. So we're going to look at the preview pages over on Ranger Command. Go check out Ranger Command, awesome podcast, awesome show, highly recommend it, friend of the channel, friend of the show. Eric does some awesome stuff over there with some pretty good episodes, and I highly recommend checking them out. So we're going to go over these preview pages for Ranger Academy. We'll read the blurb, we'll read the headline and stuff like that, and go over from what I've been hearing and going over these preview pages. So, your first look at Ranger Academy 3. Discover the secrets of the abandoned campus in December 2023. So we're getting the abandoned dorm, the abandoned campus. Once again, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX vibes creeping in that I can feel. But that's like the story for a lot of stuff with abandoned campuses and stuff like that. So let's scroll down and let's read. So, though exciting, Ranger Academy is challenging for Sage. Having trouble fitting in, Sage seeks answers in the Academy's library, discovering a connection between her adopted father's past in the library's archives. In an effort to learn more about the school and her place in it, Sage's curiosity takes her to the abandoned part of the campus, only to discover something more shocking than she could ever imagine. So that's interesting. So, let's read these preview pages. So here's the main cover. We've got our gang and the headmaster here. And looks like the sort of like the deck. So this looks cool. This is our main cover. Second cover, we've got Maphis up here. Maphis has a really cool design. I really do dig their design. We've got the blue campus here, the library it looks like. So again, I do like how each one of these covers is the campus, and this is the blue one. Looks pretty cool. Then we've got this different one of Sage and the gang here. This one looks pretty cool, done by Natasha Bustos. This one looks pretty cool. I like it. And then we've got the preview pages. So we've got Sage going over the archives of her father. So we see some previous Rangers, some previous students, and Sage's father is one of them. And you kind of see the footage getting blurred out. So one of the big things when it comes to Ranger Academy, one of the things they're teasing for like the first trade back is that the Green Ranger was erased from history. And when we first heard about that, a lot of people wondered what it meant. Did it mean Tommy? Did it mean a different Green Ranger? Now it looks like it might be connected to Sage's father. Now, one of the big speculations when it comes to Sage's father that I've been seeing in my comment section is like Sage's father a part of an old Ranger team that was never adapted into Power Rangers? So pre-Jew Ranger, you could say. So one of those early Showa era Sentai series, and that could be it. A lot of people have been speculating that these teams are the Prism Rangers. Now, if Ranger Academy does do something like that, where they introduce sort of like a previous Ranger team that was never adapted in the Power Rangers, that'd be pretty cool. Like they've been doing it a fair bit in the comics. We had 5-Man get adapted into the Supersonic Warriors or Supersonic Rangers in the sort of like the Psycho Green story. Then we had a Flashman, I believe, show up in the Heir to Darkness story where Stromana killed most of them. If I want to be a betting man, which I'm not, what if these Rangers that Sage's father used to be a part of was Bioman? The season bells meant to be Power Rangers, but it never got adapted. It was like a pilot that is lost the time, and we haven't seen any of it. I think they made like a preview of it. I don't know if they filmed anything of it. And this Bioman pilot, I definitely want to track down and watch. Like, if I can find it, I would review it on the channel. I would react to it. But it's lost the time. So Sage is looking at the files. Maphis comes in, and then you've got this scene where we're at the gym. I do like the friendship between these two characters, but this is the page that had a lot of people talking. So Sage goes to the teacher's lounge. Who do they find in the teacher's lounge? Well, it's Doggy Kruger and Yale. And this is where the timeline for Ranger Academy confuses me. Like I said, we saw in the 30th anniversary special that they can pull people from any timeline to be headmasters. We saw Leo giving a speech in issue 1. We saw Billy giving a sort of lecture in the 30th anniversary preview. And now we've got Kruger and Yale, two characters from two totally different timelines who are teachers, apparently, you could say. See, Professor Yale, I should say. Yale's a professor somehow. But we've got Kruger here. Kruger's suiting for it, because we did see the other sort of like race, Doggy Kruger race, in the previous issue. And now we've got Yale and freaking Kruger just hanging out in this issue, which is really cool. So I do wonder where this takes place in the timeline when it comes to Power Rangers, but like I said, if they can pull anyone from any timeline, any era, then yeah, you're going to have stuff like this. This is just fan service for the fans who know who these characters are, and they can point and be like, I know that guy. So we've got that. So this is Sage trying to get some answers about her dad, but they're not getting any answers so far. So from what I've seen so far with Ranger Academy, reading it, we've had some interesting things so far, and I am curious to see where this is going to go moving forward once we have like the first 5 or 6 issues out near like the end, near the end of the year and near the start of next year moving forward. So I am curious to see what story they're going to tell, because this is meant to be ongoing from what I've heard, but I feel like this is probably going to last maybe 12 issues if it does well. But if it does well, it's probably going to be ongoing for a while, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, what are your thoughts and what are your theories and speculation on Sage's father being a ranger from another like era of Power Rangers or pre-Sentai? And what do you think of the cameos? What characters from Power Rangers would you like to see appearing in Ranger Academy? Tell me down below. So with that said, I'm going to bring this video to a close. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you guys later. Peace out, take care, bye.